And it's Team Dreadnaught here, bringing you another deck profile. Today we're bringing you the newest addition to the Narukami Eradicator branch. Even though the starter's the same.
Yeah!
It's another Eradicator build. It will be the Vowing Saber reverse build. And a lot of people like playing the one that they made specifically for the Vowing kind of archetype.
Gives it a crit.
Where whenever you retire a unit and you have a Vanguard with Vowing in its name, you can put them into your soul, and your Vowing Vanguard will gain plus 3k and a crit. To a lot of my testing, that usually means he just runs into a perfect guard anyway. Whereas this guy kills Dorant.
Notice.
He kills Claudus. He kills Dusttail Unicorn. He kills Chirrup Trumpeter, Bark Liberator. Very, very troublesome grade 1s and 2s, or not 2s, grade 1s and 0s.
Good 1s and 2s.
That is way better in this format right now than enticing him to use a perfect guard they were going to use anyway.
Yeah.
So Linchu's still the man. Even though it does interfere with counterblast, but then again, it's Narukami, you're counterblasting like a million. So yeah, I play Linchu with my starter. And even though his effect is, he's a 5k Vanguard, or 5k grade 0 with Forerunner, so when you ride on top of it, you can put it in a rear guard. His effect is, whenever he boosts Eradicator, and the attack hits the Vanguard, you can counterblast 1, put him in your soul, choose one grade 0 or grade 1 rear guard that they control, and retire it. Which is yay.
Of course, dude. Get rid of riggers.
He's me.
And heal triggers for Worm Toxin, Eradicator, Saiba. Standard heal trigger. Then we have 4
Standard.
Sacred Spear, Eradicator, Pollux. Another standard.
All Eradicator, because in case you need to throw them down.
Yeah,
Saber has to lock.
This is all the Eradicator stuff. This is all the Eradicator triggers you're going to see forever now. That's just these. They're not making any more. This is Eradicator, Yellow Gem Carbuncle, the other vanilla crit trigger. Play it. Eradicator, yay. The new trigger to the family. Eradicator, Blue Gem Carbuncle, the new draw. We don't have to play the creepy Mosquito Dragon anymore. This thing is way better. The art is way cooler.
Is better, okay?
The art is way cool. This thing's adorable. It's a draw trigger.
What more do you need?
This is Chow Yow's best friggin' buddy. If you want to play 6 triggers now in Eradicator, you can't have us play a non-Eradicator. You play 4 of it always. It's the fucking greatest. And now we go on a grade 1s. And that's Eradicator, Wyvern Guard, Gold, Perfect Guard. You always play 4 of them. I can only think of one deck where you don't want to play 4 Perfect Guards. And that one, even, it might still want to play 4 of them.
Calgary Royals.
Nah. Then we have 4 Steel-Blooded Eradicator Shugi. The optimal grade 1 behind everything in this particular build. The effect is when he's on rear guard, whenever one of your opponent's rear guards are put into the drop zone by one of your
Eradicator effects, I think.
No, just by one of your card effects, he gains plus 3. So if you use a Chow Wow, he's a 10k booster or a 10k attacker. If you break ride, he's a.
You just need an Eradicator Vanguard.
You need Eradicator Vanguard.
Okay.
I knew Eradicator was somewhere in his name.
He's a 10k.
I play that thing in a heartbeat.
He's a 10. If you just retire 1, he's a 10. If you retire 2, he's a 13. And it just keeps multiplying after that.
Yeah. No end to his power.
Like if you're able to break ride, use a Chow Wow, and then use Vowing Saber reverse to retire 2 more, that's 4 units. So this guy becomes a 19 by himself. That's a 19 attacker or a 19 booster, so yeah, big ups.
And then you get stand triggers.
There's no end to his power.
Yeah, so I run 4 at him. Then I run 4 Demolition Dragons, the standard 10k attacker for the Eradicator subclan.
Not much more you need in the grade 1.
And the one slot in my entire build that I really don't have anything to put in there really. This is purely in here just because it's an Eradicator and because I'm sure there's going to be a moment where I'm going to wish I had this card. And I'm not, because it's going to be something stupid like a Rising Phoenix, which I can't lock, which is the main reason why I took Rising Phoenix out of this deck, because it was in this position originally. But all the time it kept hurting me because I couldn't lock it. So we have a Conquering Eradicator Dokosai, or Suppression Eradicator if you like the way better Japanese name. His effect is when you put him on rear guard for the first time, you can rest him. Choose 2 of your opponent's units in the front row, and they can't intercept that turn. So basically, if you absolutely need to do something, you can just stun 2 grade 2s in the front so they can't intercept, which is
shitty.
A marginally even a bad effect. It's really terrible. But again, it just I could put a 10k booster, I guess. I'll try everything out. But this is a new card, so I wanted to see how it works. So, yeah, just one of him. Then grade 2 lineup. 3 Supreme Army Eradicator Zuitons. The damage on flipper for Eradicators. Whenever he's on Vanguard or Rearguard, whenever he hits the Vanguard, you can unflip. You can flip over one of your damage back face up, and then soul charge 1. That is mandatory. You have to soul charge. Now, obviously, you got to have a Neurocomi. You have to have the Neurocomi Vanguard or Eradicator Vanguard, obviously, but it's still really good. Then you have 3 Phoenix Sword Eradicator Chow-Wows. As long as you have a Eradicator Vanguard, when he's put on Rearguard, you can put an Eradicator Rearguard into your soul and kill one of their units in the front row.
He works with a foe cross-ride.
Yeah, again, it's just a great combo with this. If you're able to break ride, that's 1 kill. Use this, another kill. Activate Vowing Saber reverse. Kill 4 in a turn. So unless you're playing Garmor, that's pretty deadly.
And then if not, again, he's a foe cross-ride. He's a freaking wannabe painter that destroys something.
Yeah, it can also be a painter too. If you missed the cross break ride and you draw a Vowing Sword later in the game, you can always, or even with him, you can soul charge 1 by accident. It's pretty funny. You can just play a Vowing. You can play a Vowing Sword, choose the Vowing Sword to put into the soul, and now all of a sudden he's a 13k.
If it won't work for Shane, it won't.
So it's pretty tech. Chow-Wow is probably still like the best grade 2 retiring unit in the game.
Oh, that one.
Just because A, he's free, and B, there's just so much versatility.
Especially now with the cross-strike from that one, though.
Yeah. 3 Eradicator Spark Rain Dragons.
But Spencer, what if I put it in there? Do we have to break right?
No. I was playing 4 of these, but I took one out for the next card you're going to see just because I wanted to see it a little more often.
Power.
He's the standard 12k attacker for the Eradicator subclan. If you only have a Vanguard with Eradicator's name, he's a 12k attacker.
As in my videos, all you need in a grade 2.
On a rear guard. It's just good.
Done blast cards.
Yeah.
And then again, the card that I did just so I could, the card that I could put an extra one here just so I could see it more often. The brand new guy, Homing Eradicator, Rakushin. He is a different version of Twin Gunner Eradicator Hakusho from set 10.
Pretty much you risk.
Who was a 9? Hakusho was basically the grade 2 version of Shuki. He was a 9k who gained +3 whenever you retired a unit by one of your effects. He is an 8k but gains 5k for everything you retire.
Oh, it does. Okay.
So if you have him here and then you break ride and then you chow out and then you kill 2 things.
Oh, he need Eradicator.
Yeah, with Eradicator Vanguard.
I was gonna say.
If you retire 4, he's a 28 by himself.
I was gonna say, Darker's gonna start going ham.
Yeah.
That didn't need an Eradicator.
It's almost to the point where I wish I played stand triggers, just because if you have this, you retired a lot. It's really ridiculous. But I don't play stands because they're inconsistent. So yeah, I play 3 of these. And then grade 4s, they get real normal. You have 4 Eradicator Vowing Sword Dragons. The only break ride in the game right now for Eradicators, or even Neurocomi for that matter. Lord, whenever he attacks your opponent's Vanguard, if your opponent has 3 or more damage, it gains +2, so he's a 13. And his limit break is whenever Neurocomi rides on top of it, grade 3 Neurocomi rides on top of it. No still vampire shenanigans.
Still vampire? That's fine. I'll break kills.
I know, that'd be pretty gross.
That would be pretty gross.
Put your grade 0 on. Oh, break ride 15.
Oh, that's fine. 15.
Yeah, whenever you break ride it, your Vanguard is +10, and you can kill one of your opponent's rear guards in the front row. Just pretty standard. It's a pretty boring break ride, but you gotta use. And then the real boss of the card, real boss of the deck, the only cross break ride in the game for right now.
Okay, Foreman says anything about the most boring break cards. So Spencer likes break cards that open up plays. Open up many plays.
When did you get here?
And that would be Eradicator Vowing Saber reverse. As long as you have this guy in your soul, he's a 13k base. So he has a cross ride on top of a break ride. He has Lord, which is pretty standard on grade 3s nowadays.
Yep.
His effect though is pretty ridiculous. And this guy was considered like overpowered in Japan when he first came out, even among the likes of like Nebula Lord and Raging Form Dragon. Like Japanese players like really hated playing against this card. and for good reason. I mean, it's not like I said, unless you're playing against someone playing Yaeverse or Garmor, like it's real difficult to like play around this effect a lot of the times. This effect is act. You can counterblast 2, choose 2 Eradicators, and lock them. Then your opponent chooses 2 of their rear guards and retires them, and then he gains plus 10,000. So on 1 activation, if you're cross ride, on the turn you break ride, if you want to do all that stuff when you do it, he's a 33 by himself, which is just really powerful. It kills 2 things. If you have a column consisting of this is now plus 3 or plus 6, so it's a 13.
Plus 9, you break ride.
Yeah, plus 9. If you have this, it's a 23, so it's hitting cross rides with a 15 pass by itself. If you have both of these in a column, good lord, just give up.
Your opponent enters the skill phase.
Yeah, it's the phase.
It can lead to a lot of combos, which is why they get spot killed usually when it's your opponent's turn. But yeah, I mean, I can understand why they hated the card, why they thought it was too powerful. But in all reality, it's just...
The power thing about it is you have to choose between a boss unit and a cross ride.
Its power level is equal to Descendant, but in a different way. Like, Descendant can obviously be arguably stronger just because restanding is a thing. But, yeah, that would be the Vowing Saber reverse deck. So, thank you guys for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. And we have a lot more videos coming to you soon. And have a good day.
Fraud.